Howdy folks, and welcome back to another video. I know I don't always do monthly update videos, but of course it's May, it's my birthday month, I have to do an update video. I have some pretty interesting stuff to go over, so let's go over the stuff that everybody knows about and the more so boring stuff first. Starting things off strong, we have the sugar glider. Yeah, the sugar glider, not back as a pet, but rather as a playable animal this month. And I'm gonna be honest, from how it kind of appeared in the trailer, I really wasn't thinking that it was gonna look too good, and to be entirely clear, the default eyes it has looks mildly horrifying, but once you actually, customize the animal and give it eyes that don't stare into your soul, it actually is super cute. I really like how the playing action for the sugar glider mimics the playing action of the sugar glider pet, which makes it really cute when you have a sugar glider animal with a sugar glider pet equipped, and it makes it for a lot more fun sugar glider tornadoes. While I don't think it would become one of my main animals, this is definitely an animal that I think is pretty well designed and is actually pretty fun to decorate, and it's adorable. The only thing that I'm not a huge fan of on this little guy is it does the gritty. Yeah, it does the gritty for its stance. That's not gonna get dated by any means in a year or two. Not at all. But as for the pet, we're gonna be getting pet giraffes later this month, which I find very interesting. The fact that we're getting a playable animal that was previously a pet and a pet that was previously a playable animal is really cool, and I wonder if they're going to continue with this in the future. I personally wouldn't mind if they went on like a short trend of adding playable animals as pets and pets as playable animals, similar to how they did the cats and dogs craze. I know this would be a bit samey for some people, but I think that we have enough variety in pets and playable animals that this could be very fun and very interesting, and could possibly help WildWorks resource-wise, considering that they could use the previously existing playable animals or pets as bases to make their opposites, which I think the fandom would like quite a bit. I mean, I see a lot of really good perception for how people are receiving the sugar gliders, and I haven't seen any complaints about the giraffes, so I say go down this path. I personally would absolutely love to see playable badgers and pet otters, but that's just because I love badgers and otters. Now, with those two things away, let's get to the last, most obvious addition this update, that being the new den. I did take some time to explore the den on the Epic Dens list, and I'll say, it is a gorgeous den. I really, really like this. I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea because of the fact it doesn't have a building, but I personally love decorating the outside of dens more than I like decorating the inside, and honestly, Warrior Cat roleplayers are going to go absolutely feral over this. It is just super cool, and having all of the little biomes like close to another like that just kind of reminds me of maybe a scaled down version of Jama as a whole, and I think it's gorgeous. And what looks like to be the den bundle items that are in the den look like they are going to be incredible for nature themed den decorators. And 10 out of 10. I don't think I've given a den a 10 out of 10 in a while, but this den absolutely stole my expectations and ran with them. This is amazing. I will be buying multiple. End of story. Now, outside of the obvious animal, pet, and den that we get every month tends to also come with a few additional features, some small, some big. I'll say for starters that Animal Jam is definitely continuing with the trend of making things more accessible and adding quality of life changes to the game, with two major things that I've already caught on to upon joining the game. That being den teleporters. Den teleporters, unlike what some people were speculating, don't teleport you from one den to another, but act as little gateways to instantly teleport you from one part of the den to another part of the den. This seems small and gimmicky, but in practice, it could be pretty fun and could make for some pretty fun mini games. You could definitely use them for some sort of quiz in Animal Jam, or it could be just fun for live streamers. I definitely see some people who host the Jambassador events to do it. Maybe Liara. I think Liara would definitely come up with something cool for that. And I just think that it could be really nice for a big mall den to teleport you from the den items to the clothing items to the pets, etc. I just think that I'll see a lot of players utilizing this in a fun way. The only thing that bothers me is that they're 100 sapphires each when you need at least 2 to use them properly, and I think that's a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. But what is also very nice and doesn't cost you a penny is the fact that now in your den inventory, you can search by eco items. I'm not really sure why they did this, considering the fact that all eco items start with the word eco, so you could just literally look up the word eco and find all your eco items anyways. But it's a nice addition that nobody was asking for that does make the game a little easier, so no reason to complain there. Now to get onto the more speculative stuff. This stuff is not confirmed, and a lot of this is speculation, but I will be using the best of my ability to make sure that these are as educated guesses as possible, using the information that I have and just the stuff that we've seen so far. For starters, let's see where the lore might be going for this Animal Jam update. According to the Jama Journal, Peck has decided to go off and find Greeley, which, I mean, that about checks out. I really don't think that Peck was just going to sit idly by and let him do whatever. So Peck's gone off to do her thing, and we haven't really seen where she's gone, except there's something interesting in Jama Township now. If you go over to the Mira statue in Jama Township and look behind, all of the pillars of the little ruined area, you can see that somebody has set up camp behind the Mira statue, which is really weird. It's definitely not anything malicious, given the fact that the items that are at the campsite are jammer items, but is this Greeley's camp? Is this Peck's camp? If it is, then why is it so close to Jama Township? If Peck went to go run off and find Greeley, I don't think she'd be setting up camp right outside of where she was standing last month. This is interesting. Not really sure what it means, but I'm sure it means something, because Animal Jam doesn't frequently add additional assets and little scenes to their pre-existing lands. So this is cool, and I'm just curious to see where it goes. Another little bit of speculation is that some people think we might be getting some more animals and dens coming back this month. I haven't seen them yet, so they're not in the game yet, but we saw them featuring German Shepherds in the little advertisement for the May update, and we saw them featuring the Pillow Den. So we might see the return of the Pillow Fort Den and might see the return of German Shepherds, but honestly, who knows? This could just be them advertising using them because people like them and it could make people click, but who knows? Maybe they'll bring them back. I would like it a lot if they did, since they have been bringing back old animals more recently, and I don't think that anybody has any complaints. And now for the last thing that you all definitely clicked on the video for. Dragons. Okay, I know we've been speculating about dragons for 6 months now, but trust me, I really think that we're going to be getting dragons. Maybe not this month, maybe next month, but I do think that we're getting them soon. Now listen, here's why. While I was recording the footage for this video, as you can see on screen, I actually go AFK for quite a while, and that's because I received a message on Instagram that was very interesting. I didn't want to stop recording and start recording again where I'm being more active because, quite frankly, I'm lazy and I didn't feel like stitching the footage together, but while I'm AFK on this video feed, I'm actually messaging this guy on Instagram. And why? This guy on Instagram, who has apparently been a fan of me for a while, sent me what seems to be some unreleased Animal Jam items. Most of these items really aren't that interesting because they're already in the little teaser of the den we can see on the Epic Dens list, like the giant strawberry and the couch potato, but some of these really stand out. And that's stuff that mention dragons, including a brand new fossil, supposedly to dig up using the golden shovels, and something called the Dragon's Treasure Hoard. This is really interesting, and for a few reasons. First off, the obvious. Animal Jam is adding a bunch of dragon items when it's not, New Year time, so it's not Year of the Dragon time. That's weird. They're adding a fossil that is a dragon's egg that supposedly you might be able to dig up using the shovel. That's weird. Why are they doing that? And they're also adding something that's like a dragon scale that doesn't seem to have an actual 3D model put in yet, but they're also adding something that's the Dragon's Treasure Hoard. Dragons, as in the type of, item in your den that a pet would play with, like the Phantom's flower or the octopus's soda bottle. Does this mean that we're getting pet dragons? Why? Okay, maybe this will just be used to promote the dragons when they're released with the wishing tokens and stuff, but this seems to imply to me that we might be getting dragons as just pets, which I really think the fandom is not going to appreciate. Or who knows, maybe this isn't even a pet item and just is called Dragon's Item Hoard because it is, a dragon's item hoard. But either way, I really think that these 3 items being apparently added to the games file, as per the person who messaged me on Instagram, I think that this is a sign that we might be getting dragons soon, and I, for one, am super excited. Let me know what you guys think. This is super crazy, and this might not be perfect evidence that we're getting dragons soon, and I know we've all kind of been hyping ourselves up for months, and at this point people are like, oh, I guess we're not getting dragons, and trust me, we're trying to keep the hype train going, but you can only stay hyped for so long before you start getting annoyed by the fact that every single month goes by and we still don't have dragons. But let's give AJHQ time. Stuff like the unicorns take a long time to develop because of all of the different textures and features and aspects of them. So who knows? Maybe we are getting dragons soon. Maybe we're not and I'm jumping the gun. But I feel like this is a clear sign that we're getting something dragon related soon. And maybe it'll have to do with the lore that's currently going on in the game, because also with the lore with Greeley being gone and the portals in Crystallis, I feel like something big in Crystallis is going to happen soon. And with all of these dragon items seemingly showing up in the game now, I think that might be it. But let me know what you guys think. For me, this update, I love it so much. While the giraffes might not be too exciting for me, I do think they're kind of cute. The animal and the den absolutely hit it out of the park. I love the den, I love the animal, and I feel like this is something that we've been waiting to see for a long time. And I really hope that Animal Jam continues the trend of making pets into animals and animals into pets, and releasing, honestly, pretty unique den ideas. Either way, let me know what you guys think, and I hope you guys are excited because I'm excited. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all around.